Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Good afternoon. It's really a great pleasure to gather the official representatives and the business partners from Austria and Taiwan to participate in the Austrian Technology Days New Taipei City 2022. And I am the MC today. I'm Stephanie. It's my great pleasure to participate in a great meeting with the distinguished guests and enterprise representatives and the keynote speakers. So thank you for your hard work. And first of all, I'm going to give you the warm welcome. So today's event will focus on the three major industrial fields of the wastewater treatment, and green energy, and to conduct a bilateral industrial exchanges between Taiwan and Austria. So after this meeting, please don't forget to join the B2B Talk on the B2Match event platform. And we hope that we can help the Taiwanese and the Austrian companies to break the epidemic difficulties and find the business cooperating opportunities through this event. So before our event officially starts, now, ladies and gentlemen, we have the great honor that we invite many government distinguished guests to join us. So our 7 VIP guests from the government, please remember to turn on the camera. And all the speakers, please get the slides ready. Now, before the meeting officially starts, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to welcome Mr. Vick Lin, Director of Investment Division, Economic Development Department, New Taipei City Government. Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome Mr. Lin to deliver the welcome remarks.
Good day, Dr. Grimm and Mr. Altner. I'm Vick, and all online friends from Austria and Taiwan. Hello, everybody. I'm Vick, Director of the Investment Division of New Taipei City Government. I'm pleased to meet you online and participating today's Austria Technology Day in New Taipei City 2022. By using a network technology, we can establish a business platform. In addition, try to minimize the impact of the pandemic on today's events, so that technique exchange between Taiwan and Austria will not be disrupted. Today, I would like to take this opportunity to share more information with you. New Taipei City is the largest industrial and commercial city in Taiwan, with a population of over 4 million and over 320,000 factories and companies. Here are lots of business activities and cooperation opportunities. The city has a good investment environment and industrial advantage. If you browse our website, Investment New Taipei City, you can learn more. We invite you to visit Taiwan and New Taipei City to enjoy a unique living and business experience. We have selected today's topics such as green energy, waste and wastewater management for technology exchanges. These topics are the current trend of industrial development and also meet with the latest policy of the United Nations. Those technologies can help us recognize the vision of living and working in peace and contentment, and keep up with the world trend of SDGs. Today, it's an honor to invite 3 Taiwanese relevant industry experts, Dr. Liang Deming, Professor Shi Zhenren, and Professor Xu Zhiyi, to give keynote speeches, and also attract more than 10 Taiwanese companies such as Wick, Nanotech, Acer Communications, Arbor Technology, Optic Solar, and so on to share their latest products and know-how, as well as join the following B2B talk. At the same time, many Austria experts and corporations are attending this event to share your advanced techniques. Thank you very much. I'm looking forward with high expectation to today's activities. Also, I hope everybody can benefit from today's discussion and the up-to-date knowledge and introduce to your factory. Finally, achieve sustainable development goals. Now, without further ado, let's quickly get to the point and let today's host, Mr. Yang, continue the event. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you, Mr. Ling, for organizing this great event. And now we are going to invite the VIP guests from Austria. And now, ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome Dr. Gernot Grimm, Director of the Safe Group Technology Transfer Austrian Federal Ministry, to deliver the opening address. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome him. Hello.
I'm still muted. I'm very sorry. Good morning from Austria. It was a nice afternoon in Taipei. Ladies and gentlemen, my dear friends, as head of the Task Force Technology Transfer at the Federal Ministry for Climate Action, Environment, Energy, Mobility, Innovation, and Technology, it's a long competence. I'm very happy to extend greetings to all participants of this virtual Austrian Technology Day. Today's event is organized by my ministry and the Austrian Research Promotion Agency, SSG, by our colleagues from the Taiwan Representation Office, the Federal Chamber of Commerce, and our friends from the Taipei New City government. Thank you for that. It is also my pleasure to welcome the Director of the Austrian Office to Taiwan, Mr. Roland Rudolph. Better late than never, we say in Austria, and I myself and my colleagues were basically already on our way to Taiwan physically, to meet you back in March 2020 when the COVID-19 pandemic struck our planet in our two countries, and we had to cancel our flight last second, unfortunately. Therefore, I'm very happy that our event can now nonetheless be held, although we are sadly not able to participate physically in your beautiful country because of the ongoing pandemic and coronavirus measures. But also virtually, we found interesting topics for cooperation, and today and tomorrow we will focus waste, water treatment, waste treatment in general, and green energy topics. The bonds between Austria and Taiwan are strong and have become stronger over the past few years. And we all participated in this remarkable development. We have a long-running history of cooperation, as is evident with the development in the present Smart City Cooperation, such as the signing of the MOU with New Taipei City and the accompanying measures processed by the Austrian Technology Cooperation ATC, together with our Research Promotion Agency. Additionally, there have been several delegation visits to Taiwan and Austria in the years before the pandemic. I participated in 2 of them, only, unfortunately. The ambitious commitment of Taiwan and Austria regarding the implementation and creation of innovative solutions for contemporary challenges could lead to further collaboration regarding various technological areas. Taiwan is transforming its economic development pattern, adjusting its industrial structure, and taking innovation as the primary driving force for development. Relying on its innovation as the primary driving force of development, Taiwan has been continuously enhancing its comprehensive progress of transforming from production-based towards an innovation-driven economy. Remarkable. Its economy competitiveness ranks amongst the highest worldwide, being one of the most active economies with one of the strongest scientific research and innovation capabilities in Asia. As a high-tech and industrially advanced country, Austria has strong advantages in machinery manufacturing, environmental technology, water resources management, of course, luckily, infrastructure construction, smart city, and other fields. Austria attaches great importance to cooperation with Taiwan, with a well-established net of local representations and communal relations in order to promote national ecological transportation and energy. We fully support scientific and technological enterprises and scientific research institutions of both sides to actively promote mutual collaboration. A very effective tool in doing so is the Techsport app you might already have visited. A virtual, multilingual, it works also in Chinese, needs-oriented catalog of Austrian technological competencies and not a comprehensive app showing the companies, but the capabilities. This was the main issue, to find what Austria is capable in and for. The app provides an excellent overview of available technological solutions, is easy to use, and thus enables the assessment of businesses and opportunities. The cooperation between Austria and Taiwan in the field of environmental protection, energy, mobility, and communication has broad prospects and great potential. Hence, the Austrian Technology Day shall open new doors for Austrian and Taiwanese technological companies in order to promote concrete outcomes in environmental and technological fields. So let us establish the next step into a broader collaboration between Taiwan and Austria. I wish you all and us all a fruitful event. Thank you very much, and all the best from Vienna.
Thank you, Dr. Grimm. Thank you very much for your opening address. So today we have invited high-ranking representatives from Taiwan and Austria to record a short video message of encouragement for the event. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to see two films, and they are respectively from the Miss Amy Ho, Director of Economic Development Department, New Taipei City Government. And let's see the film.
Good day. Thank you for taking part in 2022 Austrian Technology Days, New Taipei City. The policies of New Taipei City have consistently aimed to prioritize smart city development. For this reason, New Taipei City signed MOU with ATC in 2018 to encourage industrial exchange and cooperation for the promotion of smart cities. I'm very happy to be here today, despite restrictions due to COVID-19. Our forums and events can take place online. After all, it is our work together that has allowed us to establish smart city technology exchange platform. Achieving industry exchanges and upgrading our industrial technologies. Climate change is an international cross-sectoral issue. New Taipei City has a population of 4 million, making it the most populated city in Taiwan. For this reason, over the past few years, New Taipei City has closely followed developments in new energy technologies that will help facilitate the green energy transition and combat climate change. Austria's industry is long established and has developed many leading and innovative technologies aimed at preventing air pollution, managing wastewater, recycling and reducing waste, and leveraging biomass energy, as well as many technologies related to green energy conservation and biotechnology. Today's event is a great opportunity for industry experts from Taiwan and Austria to share and discuss topics related to green energy, wastewater treatment, and waste management. By better understanding current developments, and the newest available technologies. The industries from New Taipei City will be able to stay atop the latest international market trends and continue progressing toward a net zero carbon market. In addition to keynote speeches, we have also invited industrial leaders from New Taipei City and Austria to introduce their products and share their experience. Our B2B talk event will facilitate one-to-one networking meetings so that companies can discuss potential opportunities from technological exchanges and collaboration. Amidst the age of digital, low carbon, and net zero transformations, we hope that Taiwan and Austria can grow even closer industrial ties and deepen their bilateral technological exchanges. By doing so, we will be able to together develop sustainable international cities. Once again, thank you all for being here today. I hope you all have a productive and rewarding event. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Ho, for the blessing. And now we are going to welcome Mr. Patrick Sigmeister, Deputy Director General of Advanced Austria. And now, ladies and gentlemen, let's see the film from Mr. Sigmeister.
Austria and Taiwan, that's a perfect fit. Ladies and gentlemen, a warm welcome to the Austrian Technology Days in New Taipei City here in 2022. I represent Advantage Austria, which is the foreign trade promotion organization of Austria. It's part of the Federal Economic Chamber, and we support Austrian businesses worldwide. And so, also in Taiwan, we have had an office here since 1981, so that's for more than 40 years. And our business relations have developed in a very, very good way. And today, or let's say in 2021, we reached an all-time high in bilateral trade volume of 1.8 billion euros. And that's a very strong figure. And I think that's very motivating for our future work to do even more. So what do we export to Taiwan? That's mainly machinery for production of semiconductors. That's other high-tech machinery. That's equipment for hydropower plants, equipment for sewage treatment plants. Those are typical products that we export to Taiwan. I wish you all a very successful event. I'm very happy it's taking place here today, this platform where we can improve and widen our cooperation in the field of technology. On this note, I wish you a very interesting and a very successful event here today. Best wishes from Vienna.
Thank you, Mr. Sigmeister. Thank you for your blessing. And very thanks to these two officers for pre-recording the video. And next, we are going to invite FFG to give a brief explanation of the Texport initiative. And ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome Alexander Kiefer, Texport Event Coordinator, Austrian Research Promotion Agency.
Thank you, Stephanie. My name is Alexander Käfer, and on behalf of the Austrian Research Promotion Agency, I welcome all speakers, companies, and viewers to these Austrian Technology Days. Together with my colleagues from the Austrian Federal Ministry, Advantage Austria, and the New Taipei City government, we organized this event, and I am looking very much forward to the presentations of our participating companies and the one-on-one meetings afterwards. And now I am going to share a slide. And now you see the slide. And Dr. Grimm has already mentioned it. And I would also like to say a few words about the Austrian Texport Initiative, which is the basis of this event and which aims to promote Austrian technologies internationally. It is planned and managed by the Austrian Federal Ministry and the Austrian Research Promotion Agency, together with our Austrian and international partners And we have an online platform where Austrian technology providers can present their innovative solutions via so-called technology profiles. We now have roughly 600 Austrian solutions registered across all technology sectors, and also especially with a focus on the technology sectors discussed today. And apart from the online platform, we provide technology exchange support for Austrian companies in the form of our regular events, the Austrian Technology Days, which take place in various countries and regions around the world. We have a strong focus on the Asian market, but also plan Austrian Tech Days in countries like the United Arab Emirates, which took place in March, or Israel in June. And the main goal of our events is to match Austrian solution providers with those who are looking for these exact technologies and to provide a fruitful platform for business exchange. Just short words, there are also two funding services. One is for appropriating existing technologies to a very specific market or target audience, tailored innovation, and the other one supports joint research and development projects between Austrian and international technology partners. Where do you find all this information? On our brand new Techsport website, which I would like to draw your attention to now. You can find it by typing techsport.at in your preferred browser. And I am going to show you just a glimpse of this website. And now you should see the website. Yes, correct. And here you can see all the information I just talked about in an accessible and easy to use format. Right at the start, you see the link to our technology platform, where you find the Austrian technology profiles. You will also find the contact details of our team, should you have any questions regarding the Techsport services. And please don't hesitate to contact us. That's it from my side. Thank you. Back to you, Stephanie.
Thank you very much. Thank you for your sharing. Yes, and as an Austrian industry promotion organization, AFG will work with the production, government, academic, and the research units, and we believe it will lead the industry to the peak. So before we start the group photo, ATC will share the recording of the signing of the Memorandum of the Understanding on Smart City Cooperation between the Austria and the new Taipei City government. Now, ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome Mr. Tino Terrinio, ATC, Austrian Technology Corporation. Let's welcome him.
Thank you.
Hello.
Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, dear participants, a warm welcome to all of you to today's event, which brings together representatives of both countries in difficult times, at least virtually. My name, as already mentioned, is Tino Terrinio, and Austrian Technology Corporation, established by the Austrian government more than 20 years ago. A nation of Austrian technology firms from a wide variety of sectors. The main task of ATC is the promotion of Austrian technologies and technology providers, acting as a coordination center for business relationships in Austria and abroad. And it is in this capacity that ATC is also used in Austria as a project coordinator in the context of bilateral technology cooperations in the infrastructure sector, as well as urban and smart city development. As already mentioned earlier, on 1st of August 2018, the new Taipei City government signed a Memorandum of Understanding with ATC as a framework for cooperation in developing smart city. The signing of this MOU facilitates the smart city information exchange between Austria and Canada. Both can learn from each other's experience, and the upcoming event will heavily contribute to intensify the relations between both sides in all fields. The MOU also is somehow the layer for this event, and at the end, I would really cordially thank the organizers for their hard work to make such a great event possible. And I wish all of us a very interesting and fruitful 2 days. Thank you.
Thank you very much, and thank you all the official representative and enterprise representative for your efforts in these years. And now, before we are going to take the group photo, and we are going to introduce our VIP guests here. So today we have the great honor that we invite more government distinguished guests to join us. And now allow me to introduce the government VIP guest, the government guest. So later, the government guest, if you hear your name, please wave your hand and say hi to everyone online. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to welcome Dr. Gernot Grimm, Director Staff Group Technology Transfer, Federal Ministry for Climate Action, Environment, Energy, Mobility, and Innovation and Technology. Hi, good afternoon. Hi, nice to see you, sir. And now we are going to welcome Mr. Roland Rudolfer, Director of Austrian Office Taipei. Hello. Hello, sir.
Hi, everyone.
Hi. And now we are going to welcome Hermann Otter, Director, Austrian Commercial Office. Hello, sir. Are you with us? Okay. And now we are going to welcome Alexander Kiefer, Export Event Coordinator, Austrian Research Promotion Agency. Let's welcome Mr. Alexander. Hi. And Christian Tino Teriano, Executive Director, Austrian Technology Corporation. Hello. And Ms. Xu Mei Yang, Director of Economic Division, Taipei Economic and Cultural Office in Austria. Hello. Hi. Welcome to the meeting. And Mr. Vick Lin, Director of Investment Division, Economic Development Department, New Taipei City Government. Hi. Hello.
Hi.
Okay. And now in this part, we are going to invite the official representative to have the photo call first. And now, ladies and gentlemen, please, everyone except the official representative, please turn off your camera. And the 7 official representative, please turn on your camera. Okay. And now, are you ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7. Yes, everyone's here. And now we are going to take photo group together. Okay. Now, please give the thumbs up gesture. Okay. Just to show the thumbs up gesture, and let's take photo together. Okay. Ready? I'm going to check is everyone you turn on the camera. How about the Latino? Okay. Yeah. Yes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7. Is everyone here? Okay. Let's take the photo together. 3, 2, 1. Thank you very much. Awesome. All right. And now, please, the official representative, please stay with us. And now we are going to welcome all the keynote speakers and the enterprise representative to join us. It means everyone, please just turn your camera on and join the photo group. All right. Okay. We are going to check everyone online and that us can see you. All right. Wait a second. All right. Please turn the camera on. Wow. We can see so many distinguished guests here online with us. Okay. We still have some 1, 2, 3, 4. We're waiting for 4 guests to join us. All right. 大家都好了吗? Okay. Okay, now we're going to take photo. All right. Okay, we finished the photo? Yes? Okay. And now, thank you very much for the participants. Yeah, we finished the good photo, and now we are going to get into the Section 1, wastewater treatment. And the first keynote speaker, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to welcome Mr. De Ming Liang, Director of Water Technology Research Division, Material and Chemical Engineering Laboratories, and Industrial Technology Research Institute. And the topic is the status of the development of treatment technology on Taiwan public wastewater treatment plants. Let's welcome.
Okay. Thank you, Stephanie. Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon and good morning. I think in Taiwan it's afternoon, but in Austria it's morning. So welcome to the online workshop. And today I will make a brief introduction of the status and development of the wastewater treatment technology on Taiwan. So 下一页。Three parts. I will first part I will introduce the industrial park wastewater treatment, and the second is the sewage treatment, and the third is wastewater reclamation in Taiwan. 下一页。So this slide shows our industrial water consumption in Taiwan. So our petrochemical industry and the electronic industry almost about 50% of industry was in industrial water consumption. So these two industry, the wastewater treatment is always a very hot issue in Taiwan. 下一页。So this slide shows our recently new regulation of the wastewater and ammonia standard. In the photonic and semiconductor, the ammonia, we have a 30 milligram per liter of the discharge wastewater. And petrochemical industry and the chemical industry is the limit for 60 milligram per liter. And we also have a new standard for the sewage treatment plant. The total nitrogen is 50 milligram per liter. The total nitrogen is including the ammonia, nitrate, and the nitrite. So these three kind of wastewater for ammonia removal now is a very popular issue in Taiwan. So 下一页。So this slide shows in Taiwan the public-owned wastewater treatment plant. This is the, you can see the left side of the Taiwan island. Almost have a 46 site of industry park. Is almost is in the Taiwan west side. So it's the population very crowded area. So far for industrial wastewater treatment, almost 99.9% is well treated, and about 300 tons of sludge production every day. And in our data shows the energy consumption is about 0.8 to 1.5 kilowatt for 1 cubic meter wastewater. So far, the ammonia nitrogen, the limit is have a new regulation. So every local government have a new revamping project to promote the ammonia removal. And 下一页。So this is our common discharge standard. COD is for 100 milligram per liter. BOD is 30 milligram per liter. SS is 30. And the ammonia depends on the industry type. So far, in industry park, it also have a 30 milligram per liter limit. And for individual industry, is different. For semiconductor is limited 30 milligram per liter. Okay. 下一页. So this slide shows the typical industry park wastewater treatment plant process. So I think the major is for COD, BOD removal is use the biological treatment process. So the aeration basin is including the oxygen ditch, activated sludge, and MVR is the normally used unit. But this process cannot remove the ammonia as well as low 30 milligram per liter. Okay. 下一页. So this slide shows the municipal wastewater treatment plant in Taiwan. So it's the same like the industrial wastewater treatment plant. It's around, I think, more site is around the Taiwan west part and the north part. So the same, you have in municipal wastewater, now is about 70% of the sewage is treated. So that's 30% is need to build a new wastewater treatment plant and the sewage pipeline in several areas. So in our data shows for the municipal wastewater treatment, the energy consumption is about 0.5 to 0.8 kilowatt for 1 cubic meter sewage. So it is the same problem. You need to revamping process to promote the nitrogen removal. 下一页. So this is the same typical treatment process of sewage treatment plant. So I think it's very similar to the industry park treatment process, but I think the aeration basin is I think it's the same activity sludge tank and membrane bioreactor. 下一页. So I think it is a more strict nitrogen limit. The total nitrogen much less than 50 milligram per liter. So it's a very hard issue for now for many local governments.
2 minutes left.
下一页. So the revamping the process, I think is need to have AO, or A2O process to promote the nitrogen removal. But the most need to concern is the energy consumption. 下一页. So this our Taiwan 7 area is face the water shortage. So in the hot season, summer, and this 7 area is need more water. 下一页. So it's the Taiwan government have a target for reclaim the 1.32 million CMD at the year 2031. And 下一页. So this 7 area, the blue color now is the construction the wastewater reclamation plant, and the green color is now running the wastewater reclamation plant. So now is about 291,000 cubic meter per day. So I think have a short conclusion is that now the needs is now we need to have revamping our existing process to promote and remove the nitrogen. And the second is reducing the energy consumption for the sludge year and reduce the aeration power consumption. And the third is how to make the sludge disposal for a low cost or change it to the sludge to energy or resources. And the fourth is the wastewater reclamation is need to set more plans for our future need. Thank you for your listening. That's all my presentation. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Liang, for the excellent sharing. And next, we will invite an Austrian representative to share their experience in the Austrian wastewater treatment industry with us. Now, ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome Dr. Martin Zhang, AIT, Austrian Institute of Technology. And the topic is the wastewater management in Austria, past, present, and future. Now, ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome Dr. Martin.
Thank you very much. Good afternoon and good morning. Also from my side, my name is Martin Jung and I'm a researcher at the Austrian Institute of Technology. I'm focusing my research on water management in the context of urban resilience and climate change, and I will give you in my presentation a short outline about the Austrian wastewater management, and starting with the historical development of wastewater management in Austria. The very first history of wastewater management in Austria is quite connected with the Roman Empire, which in the course of the construction of the military camp Vindobona also built the first sewage system. Following the collapse of the Roman Empire, the system fell into disrepair, and for centuries sewage was disposed in open canals and creeks. And it was not until the 18th century that a network of canals was built, at least within the city walls of Vienna. You can see on the left side the picture of these canals within the fortress of Vienna. From this point on, there was increased investment on wastewater disposal infrastructures and to increase the technology participation in this. One example, at least, is the wastewater treatment plant in Mödling, the right side picture, which was the second one in Central Europe to install biological treatment as early as in 1904. To take Mödling as an example, this still have upgraded their system, and most recently, because of the energy consumption needed, they installed a photovoltaic system. But the current status, in general, wastewater management is a core task of public services in Austria, and is predominantly managed by the public sector. The figure on the right-hand side shows the situation regarding the degree of connection. The darker the blue, the higher the degree of connection is. And you can mention here that the dark blue areas are mostly in the eastern parts or around urban agglomerations. So resembling the demographic structure of Austria as well as the geomorphological structure, because Austria is quite dominated by the Alps and scarcely populated in these parts. In overall, Austria achieves a connection rate about 95% with a network about of 93,000 kilometers of sewage system. And they are serving with this 21.5 million population equivalents via 17,500 wastewater treatment plants. If you count in also the wastewater treatment plants with only mechanical treatment, the number rises to 27,500. This was not done in one day, but it was achieved since 1959 by the investment of 21 billion euros and creating 10,400 jobs. The importance of the public sector for the wastewater treatment and the wastewater infrastructure is shown by this figure. You see about the channel sizes or the sewage sizes according to operators, and you can see that with the distributions, sewage systems, the municipalities have quite the largest fraction of every operator. For the most part, the municipalities are responsible on their own, but in cases of more than sewage systems, more than 50 kilometers, municipal companies become involved to organize and maintain and manage the system. The entire inflowing wastewater load is treated biological, and we achieve a removal rate of 95% of COD and even 98% of BOD from the organic contaminant load. Most of the wastewater is subject to further treatment to remove the nutrients, and the efficiency Austrian-wide is about 81% for nitrogen and approximately 90% for phosphorus. These achievements are also shown here in this graph, so you can easily see that only a small fraction of CO2 is released into the responding water bodies, about 5%. For BOD, it's about 2%, and at least for the nitrogen removal, it's about 19%, and for phosphorus, 10%. But this is not done since the beginning, so we can see we had quite a history to achieve these high values of removal rates. This graphic demonstrates the cleaning results starting in the last millennium with, for example, nitrogen removal of 50% and achieving more than 80% in these days. In addition to the removal of substances, the generation of sewage sludge must also be managed. In Austria, around 238,000 tons of dry matter are produced annually. You can see here the distribution to the different provinces, how they are treated. There are quite the differences between Burgenland, B, and Vienna, W. So the other treatments are predominant in Burgenland as well as the usage for agriculture. But to sum it up, more than half, so 55% of the Austrian sewage sludge is incinerated. This corresponds to a trend started in the mid-90s of the last millennium, where the position of sludge via landfills decreased and the thermal utilization increased. But the different disposals types are leading to different costs. For example, 30 euros per cubic meter for agricultural use and almost a double for incineration. The infrastructure is quite maintained, and the operating cost of the sewer and wastewater treatment plant are in combination of 45% of the total costs and 8% for administration and 47% of capital costs. But how to achieve this decrease in and increase of removal rates? An important
2
point
minutes left.
In order to make the operations more sustainable, you need to benchmark and to compare your performances, not only with yourself, but also with different other operators. Showing in this graph, the green bulk is more or less the area where more 50% of the treatment plants are situated. Anyhow, as a final example, It's the energy optimization sludge treatment of the city of Vienna. Mentioning the topic of energy is for wastewater and for smart cities development quite an important one. So starting with a feasibility study in 2011, the energy optimization sludge treatment got into operation in 2020, providing energy, more energy than the demand of the plant itself. Anyhow, the future challenges and developments we are facing are to look at wastewater and wastewater treatment and wastewater management in a more holistic cross-domain system view, because the pandemic has shown that wastewater treatment and effluents can provide an indication for health of the population. Upcoming ingredients of within the wastewater might be microplastics, which shouldn't be put into the environment. The discussion of a fourth purification stage, so that the cleaning and the cleaning rate is quite increased, and resource recovery from the sewage sludge. And not to forget the ecological situation. We are bound to the Water Framework Directive in the European Union, and so there's in connection with water body modeling, organic and inorganic material balances to achieve a good status of our water bodies. And we are facing this problem more and more by flow rate decreases of the receiving bodies, so we have to better treat our wastewater. In the end, also having mostly mixed channel systems, rainwater management is also a crucial part of the next developments.
Time's up.
Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Martin. Thank you very much. Indeed, the wastewater management will save lots of water usage, and no matter in the smart city strategy or the marginalized new green buildings. And now, many thanks to the speaker for the sharing. Okay, so due to our schedule so tight today and we don't have any time for the free discussion, so if online participants, if you are interested in learning more about the speaker's topics, please scan the QR code on the screen and send your questions to the organizer. And we will collect the questions after the meeting and reply unified. Thank you very much. And after the keynote speeches, we will invite for Austrian technologies to give the short presentation. Now, ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome MUT. Okay, so now you are going to see the QR code on the screen, so don't forget to scan the QR code. And if you have any questions, just send the question to us and we will reply. Okay, so how about okay, and now, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to welcome the Austrian technologies. And first, we are going to welcome the MUT, the representative of the MUT. Hello. Hello. Good afternoon, sir.
Yeah. So thank you very much for the opportunity to make the presentation of our company.
So, sir, would you like to share the slides? Would you like to share the slides with us? Thank you very much. So is the online connection is good? Okay, thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you, sir.
Yeah. My name is Meng. I'm working for the MUT since more than 12 years. And we are a classical Austrian company, which has already 90 years history. We are a classical middle-sized family-owned business in Austria, located in Stockrau, which is not far from the capital, Vienna. And our business is basically wastewater and water treatment, environmental technology, the conversion technology, the municipal vehicles, and the education projects. And we can provide the clients a complete solution for the green city regarding drinking water, wastewater, and solid waste management. For the drinking water, we have the complete solution. This is, for example, the project that we have built in Sri Lanka with on turnkey basis. And this is the project that we have built in Anqi in China with 100,000 cubic meter per day. And for the wastewater, we have our own process. It's called two-stage active sludge process. We can build the wastewater treatment plant in a very big size, or we can build the plant in a very small container size. For the municipal vehicles, we are the market leader in Austria and in Eastern Europe. We build the garbage collecting vehicles, Rotopress and Variopress. And we build also the sewage cleaning vehicles to clean the sewage and to transport the sludge. We built also the street sweepers, which can clean the street very efficiently. The current technology, we can transport all the industry goods vertically or horizontally. This was also our first business area. And for the environmental technology, we can support the clients to treat the waste in many different ways, such as sorting plant, mechanical biological treatment, composting. This is also our patented technology. It means that except the incineration plant, we can provide all other solutions for the client to treat the solid waste in a very sufficient way. And the last area of our business area is the education project we have done in Asian countries such as China and Indonesia to deliver the equipment and our services to the universities and the vocational schools. This is, for example, that the simulation plant for the wastewater treatment we have delivered into China. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to contact me. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Thank you for the sharing of the MUT. So in which the online participants, you can get enough information from our business partners. And now we are going to welcome the representative from VWMS, Vienna Water Monitoring Solutions. And let's welcome him. Hello. Hello, sir.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello, everybody. Good afternoon.
Can you share your slides with us?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Can you see it?
No,
yeah.
Not yet. Okay, yeah. Thank you.
Okay. So good morning, good afternoon, everybody. My name is Wolfgang Vogel. I'm founder and general manager of Vienna Water Monitoring Solutions. It's a company providing fully automated measurement of bacterial contamination in water. In order to provide that important dimension of water quality as a process parameter. So if you think about water quality, there are three dimensions. There is a physical dimension, a chemical dimension, and a microbiological dimension. We, with our technology named or our devices named Coliminder, are providing a fully automated measurement of that microbiological dimension of the water quality in order to introduce this into process control as a process parameter. Because I think everybody's clear that processes without control are not efficient or not safe or both. So the level of fecal contamination, for instance, is a direct indicator of the risk for pathogens being present. That's why in many cases, E. coli contamination is measured as an indicator for the level of fecal contamination. So, as mentioned, we provide a fully automated online measurement of bacterial contamination in water. And the key features of our technology is that it's fully automated sampling, measurement, cleaning, and calibration. It's fast. It only takes 15 minutes from the
half minutes left
results. It's online, so everything is goes online. You can download the data from the online platform. You can remotely control the devices. And it's the only fast, rapid method that is specific. So we can specifically measure, for instance, fecal contamination in wastewater treatment plants, discharge, for instance. In this case, we measure E. coli specific enzymatic activity as a measure for fecal contamination or enterococci.
Time's
it's used
up.
for early warning, process feedback, and process control. Our technology is also usable or suitable for other applications like drinking water, bottled water, surface bathing water, or membrane integrity, or processed water. Even ultra pure water is a topic. I will jump through that slide. We have a few words about our customers. We have a lot of customers already, also in Asia, like we are very strong in Hong Kong, but also in the US, in Denver. We have a big international EU project in Spain with a zero waste treatment plant. And we have customers like Eau de Paris or Nestle. I thank you very much for your attention, and I would be happy to receive your questions.
Thank you very much. Thank you, the sharing of the VWMS. Yeah, we are trying to introduce the enterprise partners to the online participants to get the more chance to know more about the business partners from our platform. And now we are going to welcome the Wastewater Solution Group. It's the Austrian business partner. Hello. Hello, sir. So the Wastewater Solution Group. Alexander?
Hello. Yes,
Hello,
I'm here.
Alexander.
Sorry, I'm just trying to share my screen. 1 second.
Okay, thank you. So time is going to Alexander.
Yes. Can you see it?
Not yet.
No. All right. Can you see it now? Yes.
Thank you very much.
Yes. Good morning or good afternoon also from my side. Just a brief introduction of Wastewater Solutions Group. We are situated in Upper Austria. Founded in 2009, we are part of GIS Aqua Group, which consists of steel manufacturing and projects in Austria and Africa. Together, we specialize in mobile and mobile sewage treatment plants in containers and industrial wastewater cleaning, and also GIS Aqua Group has a Tunisian site where they concentrate more on desalination plants. This is a brief overview of what we're doing with about 200 employees worldwide. From our side, Wastewater Solutions Group, as I said, it's mobile solutions. We're focusing on different applications from MBBR systems to MBR systems and combinations of those. For us, it's important to create like holistic water management and reuse of wastewater, We're doing so in military camps, for example, in Africa or throughout Africa. We have an office in Nigeria, in Lagos. The second milestone or pillar of our company is industrial applications, where we're also using physical and chemical treatments like dissolved air flotation units, but we help our clients throughout the entire process, from the incoming, from the lifting station right until the end through the sludge dewatering systems. An important factor for us is
half minutes left.
The education of our clients. Our little materials, they need to be well kept, especially in containers under different circumstances. And that's why we also offer operational management, where we have our specialists all over the globe maintaining and operating our systems and taking care of it. And one part came out of the Corona crisis. We heard it before already, that wastewater monitoring came into the light throughout the Corona crisis, where we created a mobile laboratory in a container to analyze COVID RNA in the sewage, for example, also in a camp in Mali for the German army with 3,000 soldiers. That helps to take measures in place or ease them within, without testing everyone specifically, because we can monitor the wastewater and find COVID RNA even a week before any PCR tests would show symptoms. As I said, we see us as a one-stop shop from consulting and engineering to lay out the right system for the right application. We're looking very closely into what is the effluent look like, and what should the the inflow look like, and what should the effluent should be considered reuse, for example. We manufacture those in Europe and Austria, also together with our partner GIS Aqua, with our mother company, and we're taking care of the operations and maintenance. In Mali, our prestige project, I would say, for the German army, we did a combination also with reverse osmosis. And after our MBR system, membrane system, with coming out with bathing water quality already after the reverse osmosis, we actually can generate up to 80% of drinking water quality out of the entire sewage, and that is used in cooling towers, so water can also serve as an energy provider. We're using it in the laundry and showers and toilets, etc. This is a quick showcase we've done together also with the help of some Austrian entities and the clean tech cluster to bring MBBR in a container to Trinidad and Tobago, which is a small island in the Caribbean. And this 40-foot container treats the sewage of an entire 500-bed hospital. MBBR is already quite well known. Of course, there are challenges, as we heard also with the nitrogen removal. But as I said, we always are looking very close into what's coming in and what is the requirements from the government or for reuse. And we can combine those. So here, as I said, a 40-foot container and MBBR treatment up to the sludge dewatering. In this case, a very simple bag dewatering system. We clean the water and the sewage of an entire 500-bed hospital. That's what is from my side. As I said, our headquarters here in Austria. You can ask me questions at any time. And we have our entity in Nigeria, and also looking forward to many projects in the future. Thank you very much.
Thank you for your sharing. Thank you, Alexander. So we don't have enough time to introduce our partner profile completely. So don't forget to go to the B2 Match platform and get information of our partners. And now we are going to invite the enterprises from New Taipei City related to the water resources and wastewater management to introduce their companies and the product profiles. And ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome the Arbor Technology Corporation.
Hi, I'm Michael, Marketing Manager of Arbor Technology. Arbor Technology is a 29-year-old industrial computing company dedicated in industrial automation, retail, rocket mobility, healthcare, industrial safety, and IoT solutions. We have a comprehensive product and solution portfolio, and we offer professional OEM, ODM service through customized design, manufacturing, quality assurance with full ISO compliance, and also logistics and after-sales support. Arbor has 2 factories located in Taipei and Shenzhen, providing one-stop shop for your next project. Our smart water meter was successfully deployed to Taiwan Water Company in effort to replace existing aging water meters with smart meters to reduce error rate and collect additional and immediate information and utilize big data for analysis, billing, and more. Report shows Taiwan's water leakage rate is as high as 15.6%. Every year, there's 497 million tons of water just wasting away for undetected or unrepaired leakage. The smart water meter can be used to detect leakage to reduce water being wasting away and unnecessary additional costs. And we also develop smart meters for other types of meter reading as well, offering a smarter way for water management. ACPQ is a 2-in-1 supercapacitor-based power backup system. Compared to lithium-ion battery-based conventional UPS, it's environmental friendly. ACPQ does not contain any heavy metal and won't leak harmful hazardous materials like battery electrolyte. It has much longer lifespan and doesn't generate more heat, reduce carbon emission. Supporting wider operating temperature from -20 to 70 degrees Celsius, it can be fully charged very quickly and provide enough power to allow safety procedures such as safe shutdowns during power outage. The SCPQ supports external sensors, help collecting environmental sensor readings at the same time, offering environmental monitoring as well as system monitoring to protect your computing systems with reliable power. If you'd like to learn more about Arbor and our solutions, please feel free to contact us at the information on this slide. Use the QR code, visit our website, or you can send me the email at the email down below. Thank you.
Thank you for sharing of the Arbor. And now we are going to invite the FinTech Corporation.
Hello, everyone. This is Elmer speaking from FinTech. And it's my pleasure to introduce FinTech profile. First, I will present the FinTech business philosophy. And we always pursue the sustainability from environmental, social responsibility, and the corporate governance. We also share the benefits with our stakeholders, including customers, suppliers, employees, as well as shareholders. Now we go through the FinTech milestone quickly. FinTech is the leading manufacturers and industrial automation instruments, and we already operate more than 40 years and still expand the global business rapidly. Furthermore, FinTech is the first company in Taiwan to obtain the top certificates for our barometer laboratory, and we are the only Asia electromagnetic barometer with OINL approval. Now you can see this is our FinTech group. Our headquarters is located in New Taipei City, and we have one factory in Iran for producing barometers. About the global production base, there is one in Shanghai for China domestic market, and one in Jakarta for Southeast Asia, and one in Germany. FinTech has a variety of product range, and we can offer the level switch, level transmitters, barometers, and the pressure level sensors for liquid level measurement. Also, regarding the flow meter product range, we have the electromagnetic flow meters, pedal wheel type flow meters, and the thermal flow sensors. For about the different applications, such as the water treatment, Vick always can provide the customers the total best solutions and the one-stop shopping service. We can customize the products to meet the customer's complex requirements. Besides, Vick also cooperate the Taiwan government to monitor the water system and transmit the data via 4G LTE to connect the Internet of Things for two-way data receipt and the remote backup management. In the end, Vick has over 100 certified products to comply with the international standards. Now, we still develop and innovate our products, and we co-work with our customers to create the better features for tomorrow. For more information, you can visit our Vick company website and contact us. Thanks for your attention. Have a good day.
Thank you, Vick Corporation, for your introduction. And now we are going to welcome the Fenry Corporation.
Hello, we are Fenry from Taiwan. We are smart water management specialists. Fenry was established since 1998, started as a wastewater treatment operator. Since 2010, we started to develop smart water management system based on AI and IoT. In 2025, we expect to advance our technology further on. Fenry's core services are AIoT one-stop total solution water treatment and energy management system, also water quality system service. This is Fenry's cloud system architecture. The cloud is acquiring data from three sources. Firstly, the sensors, which are installed in water treatment plants. Secondly, the external open source, such as Bureau of Meteorology and Water Resource. Thirdly, through models that are built from machine learning. The cloud then is able to create services for the users. For users, they can easily monitor and manage remotely. And then the data are collected by the external open platforms again. Currently, we have 48 projects from both private sectors and public sectors around Taiwan, and more projects are coming up. A quick walkthrough of our IoT small water management system. Let's begin from the top layer. The FCC device has awarded in both 2010 and 2018 Taiwan SMEC Innovation. Example projects from a small scale like the Sponge Campus in Taipei Elementary School to a bigger scale like Taipei City sewer system monitoring and management. At the second layer, we have water production. The project example is a tap water supply management in a remote region. Next to it is reclaimed water. The device of CDI was collaborated with National Taiwan University and received many approvals from water industry's experts. At the bottom layer is wastewater, such as the project with Tainan Technology Industrial Park, through collecting data of the wave tide, then applying for pump station emergency response management. We have numerous patents nationally and internationally. Currently, both in China and United States, we are processing for invention patents of the automatic sewage regulation system and regulating methods thereof. Fenry's cloud products and services are based on FCC, which stands for Fenry Cloud Collection and its advanced version, as well as AI remote monitoring and management platform, which is favor of the users to receive the instant status of the monitoring plans and react accordingly as soon as possible. Our mission and vision from now to 2025, we aim at achieving the goals of the UN SDG 6, enabling our core competencies to accelerate on the topic of information security and model optimization. Also, expanding the global market in particular is a goal. We are on the outlook of the Asia-Pacific countries, such as Vietnam, Thailand, and Singapore first. We are Fenry from Taiwan. We are the smart water management specialist. We believe a small step for man is a giant leap for mankind. Let's start from the water, the source of life. Thank you.
Thank you for your cooperation, and thank you very much for the introduction of the enterprise partners. So don't forget to go to the B2Match platform and to get more information and more details and the contact information of our enterprise partners. So if you have any questions, or if you have any, if you are so interested in the topics of our keynote speakers, later we are going to show the QR code. So please scan the QR code and to send the question to the organizer, and we will reply unified. Thank you very much. And now it's coming to the, okay, so I believe that the sharing of the section 1, everyone can learn more about the professional technology and the services from both Taiwan and Austria in the field of the wastewater. And now that's going to the section 2, the waste treatment speech. And ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Now we are going to welcome the first keynote speaker in this section. Now, ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome the Professor Zheng Renshi, Interpreters, Professor, Department of the Entomology, National Taiwan University, and the General Manager of Stumble Creative Corporation. The topic is the automatic rearing black soldier fly to treat organic waste. Now, ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome Professor Shi.
Hello. Hello, is it okay?
Yes.
Good. It's my great honor to attend the conference talking about the waste management. Today, the topic for me is how to set up the automatic rearing machine for rearing black soldier fly to treat organic waste. Sorry. Yes. Okay. At 2017, Switzerland Department of Vick, they published a book talking about how to use the black soldier fly to bio-waste processing, step-by-step guide. They mentioned about there are several bio-organic waste can be treated by black soldier fly, such as municipal waste, like food waste, and agricultural, industrial waste, like food processing waste, the food factory, and also the slaughterhouse waste, and also the many such as poultry, pig, cow, and so on. Let's introduce the black soldier fly, the life cycle. The adults can last long 7 days to produce egg, and the egg after 4 days they become to larva, and the larva period have the 15 days. During the 15 days, the larva weight can increase 4,000 times. So it's a lot of the waste, and then grows very rapid, and they are polyphagous. They eat everything. Bio-organic waste, and it's scavengers, so cannot damage to the life. This is the black soldier fly. You can see they lay egg during the crack, so it's very easy to collect the egg. One black soldier fly adult can produce 1,000 eggs. So if we collect the eggs, then it's very easy to mass production of the larva. This is the neoid larva. That is a very small, like as teeny as like a sand, but they grow very rapidly. They can grow 4,000 times during the larva stage, and then they eat up everything, like rice, pork, and so on. So after it's the bio-organic waste, they become big, and the maggot is very suitable to feed chicken, fish, shrimp, and so on. So I tried to mass production of the black soldier fly. Usually in the start, I rearing the black soldier fly in a box, but I need to stir the box in order to ventilation and also cool down the temperature. It's very labor intensive. So I started to thinking, is any possible to develop automatic rearing machine for the black soldier fly? So I designed this kind of facility. It's a disc. Then I separate into 10 spice. Then in this box can rear black soldier fly. And in the center, they can turn. So if they turn 36 degrees, then this space, this grid, the black soldier fly, they will move, and they move to here, then they will drop to the next layer. And in the same time, the next layer, this part of the black soldier fly already move forward to the next. So they change the layer from the top layer to the next layer, and then to the third layer. So if I stick all the disc, then the top of the disc is small because it's a small lava and only a few waste. But after one day, then they drop to the second layer and then drop to the third layer. So after to the 15th layer, they become 15 days. So the lava become bigger and mature for harvest. So then we can harvest the lava very easy. This is the history how I developed the machine. In the beginning, I have the sample, and then I have the pilot study. You can see every layer, every grid can rear the black soldier fly lava here. So when it's turned, this grid become forward, and the top layer, they will drop. So they change the layer. So during this kind drop, they have ventilation, and then they can cool down the temperature. Now I already have a mature product to mass production of the black soldier fly. In the same time, we can treat different kind organic waste, like food waste, and agriculture, and the manure. We can design different kind of the application. Like you can, in the urban area, it needs to have a cross facility. And if in the like 100 people's building or community, you don't need to treat a lot of the organic waste a day. So you don't need so big facility. This kind machine, auto machine, can rear 2 tons organic waste, like food waste, a day. So if 100 people community, you don't need so big facility. You can choose at the top of the 5 layer. Then we will make you for a SpaceX, like SpaceX. Then you can rear black soldier fly inside the SpaceX, and then treat your food waste in the same time. So I already got the patent in Taiwan, and I already apply a patent for the European patent. I think use this kind of system.
2 minutes left.
Analysis, like if you treat 10 tons waste a day, then I think the processing fee, you can make money. And also you can produce lava they can use as a feed for different kind of animals such as chicken, fish, and shrimp. And also they can produce 4 tons fresh. This will become a good organic fertilizer for plant. And you need for a day treat 10 tons waste. You need 300 square meter space, and you need 3 people, and then the maintenance fee about 10,000 NT dollars. So for the cost analysis, you can make 20 millions a year NT dollars. In the same times, it's a carbon reduction and also reach the SDS goal, and then will become ESG. So I think the advantage of this kind auto machine for rearing black soldier fly as following. The design is conical design, so it's relatively stable, and then it's safe space because we have the 15 layers, and then it's easy operation, and this kind of facility can decentralize. That means you can set up in a community and even in a restaurant, and we can feed the black soldier fly every hour, so avoid spoilage to make a bad smell.
Time's up.
We can do the laying feeding for growing, and then I think this is very good for rearing of the black soldier fly, and it's for dealing with the processing of organic waste and also produce feed and fertilizer in the same time. Thank you.
Thank you, Professor Shi. Wow, it's very amazing because indeed the food wasting is really serious and important issue in nowadays. And thank you for Professor Shi, the rich practical and the really niche technology. Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, and now we are going to welcome the Austrian representative to give a special speech on the topic of the waste management in Austria. And her speech is the Vienna Waste Management Model, an international best practice example. So let's welcome Ms. Nicola Gabriela Herman, City of Vienna, MA48. Hello, good afternoon.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes.
Can you see my screen?
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Yes, you see my presentation, yeah?
Okay.
All right. So I work for the Waste Management Department of the City of Vienna, and I will give you a quick overview about the overall system that is applied in the city. So yeah, it's quite a broad topic, but since I only have 10 minutes, I will try to be quick and really just give you a quick overview. So for those who have never been or don't know yet, Vienna is the capital city of Austria in Middle Europe, and we have roughly 2 million inhabitants, and the entities that we calculated with as the waste management department are households, because we serve per household basically. And it's important because in Vienna we have mostly small households, so 1 to 2 people on average. So we have almost 1 million households to serve. For residual waste, Vienna opts on waste to energy technology since 1963. So we have quite a long history in that, but it's just one piece of the puzzle, which is what I want to show you today. So basically the Viennese model for waste management is quite simple. the city is responsible for the entire chain of the municipal waste management, which does not include industrial waste. So that means that it's the planning, the collection of the waste, the treatment up to the disposal is all in the public hands. It's quite unique. We are the only capital city in Europe who does it that way. All the other cities have either the plants privatized or maybe rent trucks for collection from private companies and so on. So for us, it's a big advantage to have it this way because we can react very flexible to changes, which, for example, was also a big advantage during the past years of the pandemic. So to give you an idea how the waste sector developed in this city, around 1900, Vienna already had the same inhabitants, so roughly 2 million. And since then, we went from 100,000 tons of waste produced per year to almost 1,000,000 tons produced per year. So each Viennese citizen increased the waste production by the factor of 10. This is basically the main saying of this graph. When we look into how we prioritize technologies or different ways of treating our waste, we orient ourselves after this reversed pyramid by the European Union. So basically it says that waste should be first and before all prevented as far as possible. Then we go into the reuse part, then we go into material recycling, and only as a last solution comes energy recovery or disposal. So in Vienna, we do not landfill any untreated waste anymore since 2008. So all residual waste that cannot be recycled is treated in a waste to energy plant, and only the remains of that go to the landfill. I will show you a bit more about that later. And of course, it's not possible to have zero emissions, but we use the best environmental technology to prevent emissions as far as possible. And actually, when you look at all the emissions that we are able to prevent by, for example, producing energy or producing secondary material, we have like a positive net outcome. So the Viennese waste management sector actually actively does perform private protection instead of being a net emittent of climate active gases. So I would like to go through all of those steps with you very briefly. On the prevention area, so the city of Vienna has 13 big recycling centers where people bring their waste to. And in these recycling centers, it is also possible to donate your stuff for reuse. So for example, if it's a very simple measurement, but it has a big impact. So whenever people bring, I don't know, an old electric item, or let's say even a chair, and they would want to toss it into the right container, we always look at the possibility to actually reuse it instead. And we have a publicly run second-hand store in the city where we can resell all of those items. So that would be step one. Then when we look at the material recovery, we have 5 different waste fraction bins in Vienna. So we have the blue and yellow bin where we collect plastic bottles together with metal cans and together with beverage cartons. Those are afterwards separated from each other using technology in a sorting plant. Then we have the red one for paper and carton. We have a brown container for organic waste, and we separate colored and white glass. And then the black one is for residual waste. And actually, we have a long tradition in Vienna for the separate collection system. It's very accepted by the people. They also do it very well, and we provide a lot of infrastructure in that field. Actually, we have almost as many bins for recyclables in the city as we do have for residual waste. Those are the separate collection center I was talking about, where you can also bring your stuff for reuse, but also you find more than 40 different waste fractions there, and they are meant for waste streams that don't occur on such a regular basis, like, for example, maybe bulky waste or old tires or colors, oil, problematic waste from household, like medicaments and stuff like that. So all the Viennese people can go and bring their waste there for free. For the bio waste, we do have a composting plant that has been operated since 1991. And it's the biggest composting plant of Europe, and it's actually an outdoor composting system. And we produce A+ compost there that can be used in organic gardening. So we are quite strict also on the income material. So we do not collect any animal products separately. We try to collect mostly garden waste and then maybe kitchen scraps that are plant-based. So we keep the quality quite high. For kitchen waste, we do have a biogas plant. So that is more for like wet kitchen waste, and we produce 1.5 million cubic meters of biogas there. Then we have 4 waste incineration plants, as I've already managed. They can be used for district heating and also for district cooling, which becomes more and more important as the city becomes hotter. And we also produce electricity there. So all 4 of them are with energy recovery. And I can share my presentation afterwards.
2 minutes left.
Just want to mention real quick that on this slide you find a link that will bring you to a movie that describes the technology of this plant in more detail in case you're interested. After the incineration, we get slags and ashes. So 1 ton of waste will lead to around 250 kilograms of slags and ashes that are stabilized with concrete and then brought to the landfill. And before we do the stabilization process, we actually still have the possibility to recover some metal from that, and that can also be recycled. So once it is stabilized, it's brought to the only landfill that we have in Vienna. Basically, all the residual waste ends up there. It's within the city boundaries. And nowadays, there's only those slags and ashes that are coming there. And once a slope is finished, we put like soil and then grass or trees onto it. So that's why it looks so green. So the question of zero waste is very crucial in Vienna right now, as the European Union is working towards that goal. So basically, we are working on finding a new recipe for those slags and ashes so we can use them in construction. And once we finish that, we do not need the landfill anymore. And by our definition, we have then reached the goal of zero waste. So I think that can happen in the next couple of years for our city. A quick overview on climate protection. Anyway, all the waste management measurements I talked to you about, may it be prevention, recycling, the waste to energy recovery, are also having a positive impact on climate. But we also use all of our facilities for extra measurements for climate protection, as we have installed photovoltaic systems and thermal solar systems and heat pumps and so on, to use all of our grounds in the most sustainable way.
Time's up.
My main message for you is that the waste management sector needs to be seen. We try to make our work very transparent, so the citizens are also willing to trust us with their material and work with us. And we would be welcome to welcome you in one of our facilities if you want to come for a study visit to Vienna one day. And then thank you for your attention.
Thank you. Thank you very much for Ms. Herman's excellent sharing. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to welcome the representative of the Austrian to talk about the Austrian green energy solution. Now, ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome Ms. Susan Super, Kostler, Manager of Green Energy Lab, and her topic is the Austrian Green Energy System of the Future. So that's welcome.
Yeah, thank you very much for the introduction. My name is Susanne Super, and I'm the head of Green Energy Lab, which is Austrian largest innovation lab for green energy technologies. We are also one of the 3 energy flagship regions funded by the Austrian Climate Ministry via the Austrian Climate and Energy Fund and the Research Funding Agency. We have 4 founding members, and these are the big energy suppliers of our core region. And in addition, we have a very broad network of 280 partners. And the topic of my speech today is not the Green Energy Lab, but it is the Austrian Green Energy System of the Future. A green, sustainable, secure energy system is more important than ever. And the energy transition, the climate protection are very high on the political agenda, on global, on European, and on Austrian level. On global level, we have the 17 Sustainable Development Goals, the SDGs of the United Nations, to which all member states committed. And on European level, all 27 member states committed to turning the EU into the first climate-neutral continent by 2050 and reduce CO2 emissions by 55% by 2030 compared to 1990. Austria also follows the strategy of climate neutrality and sets even more ambitious goals. Austria will reach the aim of climate neutrality, as you can see here, even 10 years before the EU goal, namely in 2040. And according to the program of the Austrian government, the electricity supply should be 100% renewable even by 2030. So at the next slide, we have a more detailed look in the electricity generation in Austria. And on this diagram, you see the structure of the Austrian electricity generation in the period 2005 to 2020 and the outlook until 2030, when the goal of 100% renewables in electricity generation has to be reached. Due to the topographical situation of Austria, the generation is mainly based on hydropower. But to shift the electricity generation completely to renewables, which means an increase of 50% until 2030 compared to 2020, mainly the other renewables, wind and photovoltaics, have to increase, and they have to increase massively. For wind, the expansion of 10 terawatt-hours means a doubling of the current wind power. In Austria, there are excellent wind conditions in many places. But for reaching the aim, it will also be necessary to use places that do not have excellent conditions. For the necessary massive increase of photovoltaics of 11 terawatt-hours, also all methods for installation have to be used on buildings, like on roofs or facades, but also in open spaces. So the path towards the increase of renewables seems to be clear. But what are the challenges? One challenge is that the renewables are volatile, meaning that the energy profile, as you can see on this slide, has areas with a very high energy production. You can see this in the eastern part of Austria, and also areas where there is a high need, a demand for energy, and it's always necessary to balance between those areas with high production and those areas with a high demand. And so it's all about to to close the gap, to bridge the gap between demand and supply. And there are, of course, several possibilities to manage this, to manage bridging this gap and such, and to manage such complex energy systems and to bring more flexibility to them. The emphasis, of course, is on energy system. It is important to combine all elements of a green integrated energy system in the best way. By doing so, digitalization plays a pivotal role by opening up important opportunities to improve efficiency and manage the complexity of the energy system along the entire supply chain. Also, forecast strategies, for example, weather forecast that indicates the estimated generation becomes more and more important. And it is not only about integrating technical components to the system, but also about integrating all actors in the value chain in their specific roles, and also in new roles that might be triggered by the transformation of the system. And last but not least, the integrated green energy system enables active participation of users, of people. And an example for this are energy communities that allow citizens to participate actively in the energy transition. On this project example, it's a green energy lab project. We just completed a test project for energy communities called Blockchain Grid in a small community in Styria. In Blockchain Grid, 12 households in this Austrian community took part in the trading of photovoltaics power. Surpluses from the electricity production from the households are fed into the storage facility and can then be used by all participants that are taking part in the network. Thus, energy is produced and consumed locally, and the community becomes more independent of external power sources. You see the concrete figures on the diagram on this slide. In the diagram on the left, you see the degree of PV self-consumption, meaning the share of the required energy in the community that is produced by the locally installed PV system goes up from 26% before the project to 44% with the measures from the project. And all in all, it was possible to reduce the CO2 emissions by 30% within the community and to increase grid capacity by 50%. And what is even more convincing in light of the rising energy prices is the cost saving per household, which is 500 euros or dollars per year in the last year. But of course, it's not only about the electricity system. Even more challenging is the green heating and cooling. In Austria, the share of renewable energy sources in the entire heating and cooling supply is currently only 30%. Also for green heating and cooling, there exists a great variety of different technologies and solutions. And it is important to select the technologies tailored to the required temperature levels. Industrial processes might require high temperature levels, whereas domestic heat can also be covered by lower temperature levels. In particular,
2 minutes left.
Very efficient building standards and low heating and cooling demand. And so also for heating and cooling, there are different sources that can be used and are used in Austria. It's the biogenic sources, it's solar thermal energy, geothermal energy, heat pumps, green bus, and also existing potentials, of course, have to be used. Before we heard about the waste system in Vienna, and here is the connection between the waste system and the energy system in Vienna. It's one example of the district heating in Vienna. Here you see the Green Energy Lab project Thermaflex, and it's implemented in the waste incineration plant Spittelau in Vienna. This is also a very famous building because the facade was designed by the architect and artist Friedensreich Hundertwasser. And here it's also important that Vienna has a very good system for district heating and cooling. And within the Green Energy Lab project, Thermoflex, the waste heat from the flue gas condensation of the incineration plant is used as an energy source for high temperature heat pumps, and it is directly fed into the district heating network of Vienna. And by this, the thermal output of the incineration plant can be increased by 16 megawatt, from 60 megawatt to 76 megawatt. And to close my short presentation on the future energy system of Vienna, of Austria, it's of course very important to bring the technologies and the solutions developed in the research projects as far as possible towards market. And therefore, we developed an innovation process. You see the process here that covers all phases of the innovation chain, from the exploration of trends, from the generation of ideas towards the preparations of solutions towards market. And I think afterwards we are listening to some presentations of such solutions that already entered the market, and this is what is really important to generate impact for the green energy system of the future. I'm also happy to receive your questions afterwards, also by email, because I have to switch to another meeting, but thank you very much for listening.
Thank you, Ms. Super. I think most of you get tons of information of the Austrian green energy solutions. And now, due to the tight schedule today, and we don't have time for the discussion, so if online participants, if you are interested in learning more about the speaker's topics, please scan the QR code on the screen, and later we will just we will show the QR code on screen. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you are interested in the QR code, just scan the QR code and send the questions to the organizer, and we will collect the questions after the meeting and we will reply unified. Thank you very much. And now we are come to the topics of the green energy, because the green energy issues are very important nowadays. And ladies and gentlemen, this part we are going to welcome the keynote speaker, Dr. Zhi Yixu, distinguished professor of Zhenhua University and advisor of Zhenhua Institute for Economic Research. And this topic will be smart city energy transformation through green smart grid and distributed and energy resources. Now, ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome Dr. Xu. Hello.
Oh, hi. Yes.
Hi, good afternoon, sir.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Chairperson. It's my great honor to give a talk at this internet conference. And I'm quite impressed to the previous speaker, Ms. Susan from Austria, that about the blockchain grid and also the lab that you are conducting right now. And here I'm going to talk about some of the Taiwan's energy transformation cases to share with you. Okay, next page, please. 下一页. Okay. Next page. Yeah, next page. Yeah, I'm going to skip this one due to the time limitation. So please, 下一页. Yeah, this is just for your reference, okay? Right, okay. The first part I'm going to talk is the smart city with energy transformation. Next one, 下一页. A smart city, not only, or I should say, other than the smart water or waste management that previous speakers has talked about, that also it is important to have the resilience and sustainable energy resources. And this must be the type of, we call the on-site indigenous renewable energy to the maximum potential amount. By doing this, it can be city enjoy the resilience because that because everything is on-site or indigenous, so it can be stay away from the international oil and gas price fluctuations today. So this is very important to a smart city. And however, the photovoltaic and wind power has a pinpoint of intermittency. Therefore, a smart grid and also the so-called distributed energy resource, mainly from the demand side management, we call a demand response, that will become very important. And this will rely on digital technologies such as AI and data analytics that quite a few previous speakers focus on. Now, next page, please. 下一页. 下一页哦. Next page. Okay. Have you hear me? Yes, okay. Now, when I talked about the distributed energy resource, according to the definition of the US Federal Energy Regulatory Commission, I'm not going to talking about the details, but basically it's typically from 1 kilowatt to 10,000 kilowatt scale. And in short, just look at the bottom line of this page. The distributed energy resource normally means the photovoltaic plus demand response and energy storage system, and also electric vehicle, plus sometimes you have small cogeneration. In Europe, you call it combined heat and power, and also the diesel engine. The small diesel engine is also sometimes you have to have it as a backup. So, okay, 下一页, next page. There are at least 3 challenges to smart city for the energy transformation. Number one is we call it renewable energy 100%. Nowadays, there are many green companies. They are claiming that they want to target renewable energy 100% to, for example, like 2030, like Apple, okay? And also there's the global trend has also made the city government setting the renewable 100 targets. And this kind of paradigm shifts not only reduce greenhouse gases, also can create green jobs, community resilience, and also the supply of power reliability. For example, United States, San Francisco, Berkeley, Salt Lake City, and Cambridge City, they have already set the renewable energy 100%, targeting on 2030, 2032, or 2035. Also, in 2020, Austria, associated with Denmark, Ireland, etc., and Spain, sent a joint letter to European Commission calling for RE 100, that is renewable energy 100% scenario in the long-term climate projection, because originally there are 8 scenarios, but none of those 8 scenarios deal with renewable energy 100%. And so the environmental group, and many of them are young men, they are not happy with that. So finally, this RE 100 scenarios has been putting into the long-term climate projection after that. Okay, next page. The second challenge that I'm going to mention here is the small microgrid. We call it smart microgrid. That includes smart infrastructure, smart poles, street lights, smart wires, smart electric vehicle. And the features of microgrid is that they can operate in both connected with the central grid network, and also they can be independently operate in an island mode. So in Taiwan, we have quite a few this type of microgrid. But most important now is the next page now. Please, 下一页. There is a business model right now in advanced countries like Chicago. There's a term, it's called a resilience as a service, or resilience as a service. That is the microgrid and the smart city software. For example, in Chicago, a local electric power company is called Commonwealth Edison. They have a multiple microgrid. It's called microgrid cluster. They jointly cooperate with Illinois Institute of Technology. And this kind of community microgrid cluster consists of a diverse mix of load, including police and fire department headquarters, major transportation infrastructure,
2 minutes left,
healthcare facility. And that is very important, okay? We call this critical load, and they have also other non-critical load that can be conducted for demand response project. Next page. Now, next page is about the standard market. Also, market mechanism is very important. In Taiwan, last year, July, Taipower headquarters has launched a power trading platform. We call it the Power Exchange. Next page. So with this kind of, next page, please, 下一页. Okay, this, I give you one example here. The Taipower markets right now, every day, they have 3 types of electricity commodities, ancillary services. We call it automatic frequency control, spinning reserve, and supplemental reserve. And this will be very useful for the virtual power plant, it's so-called. The virtual power plant, here I give you one example, is by the local Taiwan NOX, which is a world-leading provider of virtual power plant and demand response services. They cooperated with Gogoro, is technology leaders in supporting the urban transportation battery swap ecosystem. Next page. Next page. Let me tell you how they cooperated. These 2 parties, they utilize NOX, virtual power plant platform, and Gogoro network battery swap platform. So when Taipower has dispatch needs, then the virtual power plant of the NOX can conduct a load shading. That means the Gogoro's Go Station is elastic resources of power. So you can, anytime you can turn it off for maybe like 30 minutes or 1 hour. So
Time's up.
Can enhance grid reliances. And this is a very good example. I think is quite worthy to mention this. Okay, last page, next one. The conclusion, 下一页. I have 3 concluding part here. Conclusion. First one, the smart city is the center of decarbonization strategies for many industries and energy, transportation, and buildings. And net zero emissions, and very important that we must rely on distributed energy resources, and nowadays the microgrid is increasingly important. And the final point is that the public-private partnership, we call it the PPP, must engage all city citizens, because they are not only act as energy consumers. Nowadays, they also can be enabled and empowered to become energy producers. This will form a very good city governance structures. We call it citizen participatory. And also we can have much more accountability under this structure of the smart cities. Thank you very much for your attention.
Thank you, Dr. Xu, for your sharing. Well, it's renewable energy and the Taipei sharing is really awesome. Now, ladies and gentlemen, due to the schedule today is really tight and we don't have any time for a free discussion. So if online participants, you are interested in learning more about the speaker's topics, just scan the QR code on the screen and send your question to the organizer, and we will collect all the questions after the meeting and then reply unified. Thank you for your cooperation. And after the QR code scan, now, ladies and gentlemen, we will go back and continue to share the information of our enterprise partners. And now we are going to invite 4 Austrian technologists to give the short presentation. And ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome the representative from the Cosmo Console SI.
Hello. Can you see my presentation? Is everything okay?
Okay. Hello.
Okay.
Hi.
So, hello. Niemen Hao. What Xiao Pia Gegenhuber? I want to tell you why Cosmo Consult is your right partner to digitize the waste management industry. The waste management industry is a modern and very competitive market. Cosmo Consult can help you to digitize your business processes and help you to stay competitive with cutting-edge technology. Cosmo Consult is one of the leading Microsoft partners worldwide, and as a strategic partnership with Microsoft, we offer the whole Microsoft Dynamics stack, starting from enterprise resource planning to customer engagement, collaboration solutions, as well as artificial intelligence. And in the ERP segment, Cosmo Environmental Services, we are Microsoft's preferred industry solution, listed in the Microsoft App Stores. Cosmo Environmental Services is based on the ERP system Microsoft Dynamics 365 for finance and supply chain management. It steps in where regular ERP functionality is not enough to cover the requirements of the waste management industry. We focus on special areas, that is waste collection and transfer, recycling, as well as landfill and waste to energy. Our industry solution has developed through many years of project experience in this industry, and we offer the following modules: business relation management, contract and work order management, container management, transport planning, as well as weighbridge integration. But beyond our industry solution, we also have industry experts who understand you and who can advise you on your customer-specific requirements. So if you're interested, please reach out to me or my colleague Stefan Riedl. We look forward to talking to you.
Half minutes left.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you for the Cosmo sharing. And now we are going to welcome the IUT. Let's welcome Matteo. Yes. Hello.
Yes. Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
Welcome
I am
yes.
going to. Oh, I don't see my page. I have to do like this. Can you see my presentation?
Well, not yet. Okay, thank you.
Yeah. Can you see?
Sorry, sir, you are showing in the wrong windows. So,
okay.
Is it okay to?
Now?
Yeah. Okay. Thank you. Yeah.
Okay, great.
Correct now. Thank you.
Good afternoon, Taiwan. Good morning, Austria. This is Matteo speaking. I am here in a double role. I'm managing director of IUT GmbH in Austria, and I am the sales and development and business development director for the group, for the P Group, sitting right now in Bangkok. We have an office here. Before starting saying what we do, I will try to compress everything in 2 minutes before saying what we do. I think it's very interesting to tell the audience why we do what we do. And we are here, we are in a business because we believe in everything we do that there is value.
Matteo, sorry to interrupt. The PowerPoint, your PowerPoint is just to stay in the first page till now. Is that correct?
No, I'm on the second page.
Okay. So your PowerPoint is just to stay in just like the cover in the first page.
Well,
so
I don't need
you want to share? You want to share again? All right.
Yeah, so we believe in creating, extracting value and maximize the extraction of value from waste. Waste is not trouble. Waste is an opportunity. Waste is something that we can use for a sustainable economy, a sustainable future. How we do this? We do this by delivering life cycle solutions based on the treatment of MSW, so municipal solid waste.
Okay.
We are a company, a group of companies, basically 9.
Sorry, Matteo, for interrupting. Sorry, it's yeah, your PowerPoint is still on the first page, the cover. So is that right, or do you think so? Oh, okay. Yeah. All right. Thank you. Sorry.
I think also my Wi-Fi here is a bit weak right now.
I think it's the Wi-Fi problems. Yeah. Thank you very much.
You can hear me, right?
Yes, we can hear clearly.
Great.
Okay, so, thank you.
I was saying, we are a group of companies. IoT has been acquired in 2018. Historically, DP Cleantech comes from the combustion side, combustion of biomasses, as well as from combustion of MSW. We have few references that I'm going to show you in a while. With the acquisition of IoT, where I've been working since 18 years already, we have acquired a lot of know-how and IP in the treatment and management of municipal solid waste, non-combustion related. What does it mean? It means that we are specialized now, SDP, specifically in IoT, with the treatment of organic wastes, with anaerobic digestion or composting, production of RDF, for example, in an MRF configuration, composting. We have landfills. We have more than 35 years experience in landfill. And then, of course, in the combustion, as said, from the DP perspective. More than 350 references globally, worldwide, 36 patents, and let's say 30 years of history. We have said, I think the best way to give you an impression of what we do is to show you what we have done so far. So here I have just put together some references.
Half minutes left.
Here is for the anaerobic digestion, and the one I would like you to have particular attention is the plant that we have in the Philippines, which is an anaerobic digestion, which is integrated in a MRF solution, which is in the next page, an MRF solution. So we are actually producing RDF. The client is selling RDF, and for the organic fraction that has been segregated, we are then producing electricity, biogas electricity, and we are running the plant, the MRF plant, independently from the power grid. So it's a total solution, integrated solution that allows the customer to run in a very profitable way the project itself. And then, as said, we have in landfills, we have landfill mining with the biggest landfill mining project in the world in UAE, done between 2005 and 2010. The claiming, and then now where the landfill has been built a university and a hospital. And then last but not least, the combustion references, where we have also here waste to energy in Denmark, but the most important is, again, here in Thailand, is an omnivore plant able to take everything that is related to biomass, built in 2015, in operation since 2016, with 4 years of consecutive years of awards for a renewable energy perspective, a must-see plant in the Asia environment. So I would also like to invite everybody of you, if you have the chance, to come here to Thailand and have a look at this first plant, as well as the second plant that has been commissioned in November last year. We are planning to open a branch in Taiwan. There's going to be hopefully soon. It will be called DP Taiwan. So I will be very happy also tomorrow to join a few discussions to see if there is any possibility for potential synergies and collaboration with everybody. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mattel, for your sharing. Thank you very much. Once again, today the schedule is too tight, so don't forget to go to the B2 Match platform and to get more information, detailed information of our enterprise partners. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to welcome the linear recycling tech. And ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome Jeffrey. Hi. Hi.
Afternoon. Okay, I'll share my presentation. Can you all see it?
Maybe after a few seconds. Not yet. Not yet. Okay, thank you. Yes.
Okay, great.
Yes, thank you.
Can you see properly?
Yes.
Okay. So good afternoon and morning to all. I'm Jeffrey from Linear Recycling Tech. Linear is a family-owned company with over 300 employees worldwide. We at Linear develops and produce technologies and system solutions to turn the world waste into value. As a specialist in shredding technology, our product portfolio ranges from stationary and mobile shredders for waste management through to complete system for plastic recycling as well as for SRF production. The company was founded in 1948, specializing in the production of sawmill equipment. Seeing the potential on the growing demand for good shredder in the waste and recycling industry, our first single shaft shredders was developed in the 1980s. From then on, we have continuously innovate and produce more shredders models meant for different kinds of application. Our main office and production facilities are in Spital of Austria. Besides that, we have 3 sales and service offices in Germany, USA, and Singapore, where I'm located. Our core values are to provide quality and innovative products and be customer oriented. Yearly, we invest more than 8% of our profit in R&D, and we manufacture most of the key components in-house. Other than providing only shredder, we are also able to deliver system solutions for solid recovery fuel, plastic recycling, and waste wood processing. Here, you can see a multi-step SRF production line, which involve primary and secondary shredding to the required size and capacity. Sorting equipments are designed based on the mix of material and recyclable.
Half minutes left.
If the wastes are not commingled, we can design a simple shredding line with a single step shredding and a magnet. In the waste wood processing plant, we will design different types of shredder and sorting equipment suitable for the shredder, for the material. You can even have it mobile and place it outdoor at your job site. For plastic recycling, we are specialized in recycling post-consumer plastics that require washing, ventilating,
time's up,
and drying of material going into the next downstream process. With the sales office located in the region where our customers are located in, we strive to provide fast response time to your questions or issues with our qualified specialists. Lastly, we are proud to have many satisfied customers, and here are some of them. This is the end of my presentation. Please feel free to contact me if you have any questions, and hope to hear from you. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Jeffrey, for sharing. And now we are going to welcome the BDI Bioenergy International. And ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome Herman. Hello. Mr.
Hello
Herman.
to everybody.
Hello. Good afternoon.
Okay, I try to share my screen. It is up.
Okay.
Yeah, here it is.
Welcome to the meeting, Mr. Herman.
Hello. I think it's coming. Is my screen to see?
Yes, perfectly.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, my name is Herman, and I'm representing and presenting today BDI Bioenergy International. We are a privately owned company located in the south of Austria, and our business is building plants for the renewable energy sector for converting waste oils and fats into a biofuel. And the focus on our technology, try to skip it, is waste-based biodiesel technology. What does this mean, waste-based biodiesel? That means to convert waste oils and fats, like it is listed here, brown grease, used cooking oil, gutter oil, trap grease, or also the London fatberg. You probably heard that, that's on the picture here. What you see, that is oil and fat in the London sewer system, what is accumulating there, and then used by one of our customers to convert that into biofuel. And this biofuel is of best quality, surpassing all the strictest standards, and what then can be added to mineral oil diesel and used for the transport sector. The plant you see here in the back is a plant we have built for ASB in Hong Kong. It has a capacity of 100,000 tons, which means about 150,000 cars can be fueled with a CO2 neutral fuel, which is then the highest and the best contribution to greenhouse gas savings in the transport sector. And by this very excellent and high efficient conversion of a waste, here in Hong Kong we collect, or it is collected, strap grease and used cooking oil into a high quality fuel. This is putting a smile on our customer, like you see on this picture. Thank you for your attention.
Thank you very much for Mr. Herman's sharing. And next, we invited 3 enterprises from New Taipei City and which related to the circular economy and waste management to introduce their companies and the product profiles. Now, ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome Yuwin Nanotech Corporation.
Hi, I'm Leo. Thanks for this opportunity to introduce the company, Yuwin Nanotech. I've been working with this company in last 1 decade. And what we are doing is we try to help our client to get the precious metal from the subject, no matter what kind of subject they have. Maybe it's gold mining, it's e-waste, or industrial waste, or catalyst. They have a common thing that's there is a precious metal inside. The service you will provide is include eco-friendly chemical stripper, or production line designing, or equipment, and some training and professional consultant about precious metal. Combined all together, we call it total solution. If we look to an example here, if I get a laptop, after dismantling, you can find there are 3 different streams. One is a case and monitor, which we can get the Indian and the tin from it. And the other is a main board like PCBA. And the third one is a lithium cobalt battery. From each stream, we can use different chemical and process to get the pure precious metal from it. And of course, for the lithium cobalt battery in Taiwan right now, we have a skill to separate the lithium and the cobalt, and also nickel. Then from the residue, we can get this, maybe some of the gold from it. And what makes us so special That's because we have a pattern of our green chemistry recipe here. I won't go to the video detail, but I'm strongly recommended that you can connect to the to my channel, and there are many different chemical video demonstration. Yeah, you can find there will be a huge difference to the compared to the traditional chemical reaction. That thing is about the carbon emissions. Compared to the smelter or traditional acid process, you can find from this table, you will see that no matter from the electricity consumption or water consumption, in the future, based on the carbon tax, you can find there will be a huge difference between modern technology and the traditional ones. Okay, so that's my presentation. Any questions? We can discuss it. Thank you.
Thank you for the sharing of the U-Wing Nanotech Corporation. And now we are going to welcome the BNG Consultancy. And let's welcome.
Hi, this is Blue and Green Consultancy. Our consultancy is a team of licensed urban planners and public policy professionals. I am the founder of BNG Consultancy. And aside from experienced planning practice in Taiwanese central and local governments, like Ministry of the Interior, planning authorities in Taipei and New Taipei municipalities for more than 15 years, we have close relationship with the urban planning authorities through research and governmental projects in spatial planning, social housing, and public policy analysis, as well as planning for climate change and urban disaster resilience. So our specialties is on to build the public and private partnership and to try to introduce the new trends for social housing architecture, such as circular economy application and urban climate adaptation and disaster preparedness and industrial and housing land use, such as via different countries' experiences. So the following is the introduction of our consultancy, and we are looking forward to our collaboration and mutual visits in the coming future. Thanks.
Thank you for the sharing of the BNG Consultancy. And now we are going to welcome Syntax Industrial Corporation.
Hi, good day. I'm Jenny from Syntax, and it's our pleasure to show you about our sustainable product and our production. Actually, all over the world, coffee is one of the favorite drinks. And a lot of people drink that, and what do we do with the coffee waste? Because it cannot be recycled, there must be something that we should do about it, right? Especially within a coffee, we only consume about 0.2% of the coffee, and everything else becomes a waste. So what do we do with it? At Syntex, because of our vertical integration, we put a lot of R&D effort into creating something new, giving life to something that is supposed to be a waste. So as you can see here, we provide from yarn into weaving, into finishing, and final garments. So you can make one entire recyclable and renewed product. So let me go into more detail about letting you know about Escafé. This is our very famous Escafé yarn.
We often wonder, how can we make human life better? In 2009, we proudly introduced an original technique. We were able to use this inspiration by turning coffee grounds into clothes. After drying, extraction, grinding, and nanonizing, the grounds are then mixed with the extrusion of yarn and made into a whole new material. The constructed a fabric with not only increased odor controlling ability, but a faster drying time. It can protect from harmful UV rays. In our eyes, coffee is not just coffee. In the future, we will go on to develop more applications from coffee grounds. We welcome your participation and ideas.
So with that brief video, it shows you what we do with the coffee grounds. So instead of just only recycling with the recycled bottle, which is blended with the Escafé, the coffee grounds, we want to give coffee grounds as a waste into something new, giving it life, giving it more purpose, giving sustainability something new. And so as you can see here, when we extrude the oil from the coffee grounds, it does become its sister product, a breathable, waterproof membrane. It also replaces petroleums. So in a way, it also saves the planet Earth. So besides the Escafé, we do have many other products that is made from coffee waste. And we really welcome you to come and contact us to learn more. So wish you all a healthy and prosperous future. Thank you.
Thank you, Syntex Industrial Corporation, to give this really interesting and refreshing introduction. And now, due to the schedule today is really tight, and once again, kindly remind we don't have any time for the discussion. So if online participants, if you are interested in learning more about the speaker's topics, please scan the QR code on the screen and send your question to the organizer. And then we will collect the questions after the meeting and reply unified. Okay, so after this part, and now, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to welcome the three Austrian technologists to give the short presentation again. And now, ladies and gentlemen, that's welcome InHub Industries. Hello.
Hello, everybody. This is Lothar Stadler from InHub Industries. We are an Austrian technology company, and we are developing atmospheric water generators. What's the problem in the world? We have several problems, but water is a big issue. There is water scarcity, global warming, and we try to help in this issue, and we do decentralized water supply. How do we do that? We developed the Fantor. It's a big industrial product. And we generate water from the ambient air. So here you can see our product. It's a standard container, 40-feet container, and it's producing 10,000 liters of drinking water per day. Here's some technical features. Like I said, 10,000 liters of pure water is produced, and with a power supply of 120 kilowatt, with a water treatment unit in there, an integrated tank, and a weather station and control technology on it. Here you see the team. And here the technology, we suck in air on one side, like 35 degrees Celsius air temperature, like in Taiwan, on one side, and it's coming into a cooling unit. Water is condensed, and this water is treated then in the water unit. What's so unique and what's so different to all other technologies, we take the air, the already cool and dried air, and we turn it around in the container inside, and so we cool down all the units, and that helps us to become very energy efficient. And that's also one of the differentiators. We are the highest energy efficient company and process on the market, because what do we get, or what do we have? We have humidity in the air. We have to cool it down. We need energy for that. And that's why we need to have a process which is highly energy efficient. So we need
half minutes left.
Kilowatt hours per liter of water. We won several awards, and use cases, especially also for Taiwan, is interesting because we do not only use the water for drinking, but also for industrial services like semiconductor industry, or in industries where you need high and pure water, and this you need all the time, and you don't have to be
time's up.
Dependent. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Mr. Arthur, for the sharing. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to welcome the new generation, the Harvard runner. Hello.
Good afternoon to Taiwan. Good morning to Austria. I'm Herbert Renner from New Generation. I like to share my monitor now. One window and share.
So, would you like to share the slides with us?
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Do you see the slides?
Yes.
Okay.
We're checking. Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Yes. I'm talking today about the water saver. It's a special steel rod you can use for the soil. And what is the water saver? Here in my cam, I have a water saver. It's a steel stick with a length of 20 centimeters. And you applicate it like this. You put one water saver at every 2 meters in the soil. And what is it doing? The simple steel stick, which is treated by our technology, is working like an antenna. And this antenna will suck the humidity from the air into the soil. And what can you do with this? I will show you on a simple use case in Iraq. At the right picture, here the water saver is placed where my mouse is. I hope you can see it. And we have the same amount of irrigation here in the area of the water saver and here without the water saver. And you clearly see the difference. We save 50% of irrigation with this technology. Yes. At the left picture, you will see the application, the difference after 1.5 months. You see the green will come back. Another use case was in Africa, in Burkina Faso. They only have one time in the year rain, and they have problems to grow up anything. And with the use of the water saver, they can do first time a harvest of the crop, and they say it was a miracle.
Half minutes left.
Another application was together with the university in Isfahan. the humanity in Iran is about 10%. We did 2 areas. These are squared areas with the perspective of the cannot see it, but the first area is here with the mouse, and the second, the compare area, is at the front.
Time's up.
After 3 months of the water saver, you see there's more green here with the half amount of water. With the water saver, we have 80% more green and the half of water. And this is what we do. Thank you very much for your attention.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Runner, for your sharing. Okay, and now we are going to welcome the TU Wayne. Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome Michael. Hi, Michael.
Hello.
Hello, Michael. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
So, Michael, would you like to share the slides with us, right?
Yes, I tried us now.
Okay. So, by the way, kindly remind you can just get the contact of our enterprise partners on B2 Match platform. Okay. So, Michael, welcome you.
I just try to. Hope you can. Can you see my screen?
Yes.
Okay. Oh. I'll just check. Can you see my presentation?
Presentation, yes.
Yes, okay. So good afternoon, Taiwan. Good morning, Vienna. My name is Michael Harosek. I'm from TU Wien. TU Wien is the largest technical and natural sciences research institution in Austria with more than 4,000 scientists. I'm one of them. And my research field is separations technologies. And here we particularly look at the decarbonization of industrial sectors. We believe that hydrogen plays an important and relevant role. And such we have been working on hydrogen separation technologies. The background and the idea of that is to implement hydrogen separation technology when hydrogen needs transportation. For instance, over the gas grid, as you can see here, natural gas and hydrogen is mixed from some hydrogen resources, and we look at technologies that can separate this hydrogen to fuel cell grade technologies. Another application is this.
Sorry for the interruption. So you changed your PowerPoint? Do you change the PowerPoint page? Because we still only see the first page, the cover of your PowerPoint. Yes, is that right?
I just go back here.
Or would you want to switch the pages for us? So do you want to choose another page? Oh, yeah, exactly. Awesome.
Okay.
Wonderful.
Okay, I was on this slide, sorry. As I mentioned, green hydrogen can be either co-transported over the gas grid, but sometimes also requires seasonal storage. That is in particular problem in many countries of the world to have this defossilization of the gas grid and turning towards hydrogen. Our technology actually is a two-stage technology that uses a membrane and then what we call a pressure swing adsorption. With this, actually, we can achieve pure hydrogen. One application here that you can see on this slide is delivering hydrogen over the gas grid downstream to the end user. This end user could be, for instance, a hydrogen fuel station that needs the supply directly from the natural gas grid. What you can also see here in this is our pilot plant. We have tested this technology already at a pilot level. We also went into a demonstration field here with larger scale electrolyzer and a test rig where hydrogen could be added to the gas grid and downstream could be removed.
Half minutes left.
Quality. What we also do is working on new technologies, and these new technologies are actually technologies that don't require any compression at all and are even more selective to the hydrogen removal. And you can see this here on the slide. This is an electrochemical compressor. Here we use a proton exchange membrane between anode and cathode, and that allows a fully selective transport of hydrogen from a mixture. With this technology, we can actually separate hydrogen from natural gas at fuel cell quality on the spot. It's a technology without any moving parts, and also the energy consumption is quite low, and we have prototyped this already. We have also Austrian international patent. International patents are pending. Austrian patent was already granted. Further, we also work on other applications of hydrogen, for instance, the production of methane together with CO2 in a so-called Sabatier process. So if there's any interest in what we develop as technology and as technology provider here at TU Wien in Austria, please feel free to contact me. I'm very happy to answer your question and to discuss more in detail what we have on our technology portfolio. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Michael, for the fantastic sharing. Thank you very much. Yeah. So now, in the end of the section, we will invite 4 enterprises from New Taipei City related to the green energy and smart grid to introduce their companies and their product profiles. And ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome Hi VAW2 Technology Corporation.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. It's Maurice Lin, the sales director from HiVac. So right now, I will make the presentation for you. Our company established on 2005 January, so it's more than 15 years in devoting this technology. The capital around $5.8 million US. We make, design, produce everything by ourselves, and we have Taiwan and both China factory. Our factory is in Linkou, R&D and operation center. One monthly production is around 100 sets of 3 kilowatt wind turbine. The China factory is in Kunshan is for mass production. Our product is including 300 watt, 700 watt, 1.5 kilowatt, and 3 kilowatt. We are developing 25 kilowatt right now. Is in the testing site, and it will be the commercial product around the first quarter of next year. This product is 100% made in Taiwan, cooperated with government, industry, and university. We have more than 20 patents all over the world, including Taiwan, China, Japan, Korea, UK, USA, and India. So for the certification in 2011, we sent our wind turbine in UK to nail testing in Glasgow. So in 2011, we won the certificate from Nail UK. We have some installation in Europe, residential application. In 2010, we also won the Taiwan certificate. So Taiwan had FIT incentives, so we had some FIT wind farm project in Taiwan. In 2011, we also won the Korean certificate. So at that time, we have around 80% market share in Korea. In 2013, we won the Japan Class NK certification, and we are the only vertical access wind turbine won this certificate. So we also have some FIT wind farms in Japan. In 2019, we won the SWCC certificate in US market. We are the only vertical wind turbine won this certificate. So for the small wind turbine certification, our DS3000 wind turbine is the only vertical access wind turbine won the certificate based on IEC standard. So for the application, hybrid 3 lanes, including wind turbine, solar panel, combined also with the LED lamp and battery for the independent 3-lane application. Also for the telecom application is also very potential application. Residential application installed in the European house rooftop. Also this is the monitoring application. Fishing boat and or yacht application. This is the car charging station and the T-bar application. This is the ventilation system application. because the wind speed in the ventilation system is very high and it's 24 hours blowing the wind, so the efficiency is very well. This is we call the energy container combined with the wind turbine, solar panel, diesel generator, and the battery bank in the container. So this is, we can think about this application is like the movable power unit. Thank you for your attention.
Thank you for the sharing of the Hive Technology Corporation. And now we are going to welcome Opti Solar.
Hello, this is Minnie from Opti Solar. Today I'm going to walk you through our company introductions and also some of our most popular inverter solution. So Opti started our business in 1991 as an UPS suppliers, and we joined the solar industry in 2007. Besides our Taiwanese headquarters, Opti also had branch office in USA and Dubai. In 2011, we also opened a warehouse in the Netherlands in order to provide better service and faster supply for our clients in Europe. And for production, you can choose like our production line either in Taiwan or China, and all of our warehouses are with ISO certification. Now let's move on to the product solutions. For the SP Handy series, this is a very popular solution, especially welcomed by our end user because it is very easy for installation, and the high PV input voltage design of these Handy series is able to supply good quality electricity for the user. It can also operate without batteries and contain a dust filter, which can longer the lifespan. The SP Rico's Ultra series is one of our newer development solution. The Rico series is perfect use for hospital and servers and data center because it is with online UPS designs and allow the inverter to comply with 0 milliseconds transfer time. And it also comes with detachable front panels, which allows it to be easy monitor. And last but not least is our SP8000 Handy Ultra. The SP8000 Handy Ultra is with high load output capacity, which allows it to be perfect for inductive load user and to provide your inverter from the load that comes with surge. And it also comes with a unique LED light bar design that will sparkle different colors when doing different operation mode. And it also comes with a Wi-Fi function, which allows you to operate the inverters on the app on your cell phone. And it can also work in parallel to step up the capacity, so which is very flexible in use. And if you're interested in our product solutions or have any feedback to us, you are always welcome to contact me. This is my contact information over here. Thank you guys so much for your attention today. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Opti Solar, and thank you, Winnie. And now let's welcome the Liquid Cooler Energy Technology Corporation.
Good afternoon. My name is Jay Lane. Today I'm here to present you our green energy solution. This unique solar energy solution technology is not only more efficient, but also more self-sufficient than any other types of technology that is available in the market. In the page 2, you can see there are two major energy components from the sun. One is light, one is heat. Both of them, the energy component will capture by our device and turn into electricity. Compared with other technology, only capture one of them. We are much more efficient than the rest of it. In addition, there are residual heat can be reclaimed, applied to various applications listed down below. Page 3, you will see there is a various type of application in the thermal energy side as well as light photon energy side. By applying this technology, In the page 4, you can see that we can deliver 6 to 10 times of electricity in the same size of area than the current PV technology. In addition, the residual thermal from the power generated can be reclaimed to be used in desalination, air conditioning, agriculture greenhouse, biomass processing. And the most important part is it will provide sweet investment return in 3 to 7 years. Of course, it's varied with specific options. Thank you for your time. Bye.
Thank you very much. And now, we are going to welcome the Aqua Power Corporation.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm James Shi from Yuka Power. I'm glad to have the opportunity to introduce our company. First, I have to mention EEI, which was founded in Italy in 1978. EEI specialized in power electronics. In 2018, our parent company, TechMention, acquired EEI and established Yuka Power in Taiwan. Supported by the technology from EEI, Yuka Power started business in Taiwan. Our vision and mission is to achieve 4 dimensions of energy: generations, storage, saving, and utilization. As I mentioned previously, EEI specialized in power electronics. I want to expand on the field of energy. The smart grid technology of EEI can be applied to grid quality, energy storage, backup powered, and a hybrid system of renewable energy and energy storage. Let me elaborate further on product features. The battery charger, the inverter, the string boost are modular design and can be applied in different fields and even different modes, like energy storage, wind and PV, or even hybrid. Our battery charger can set different batteries charging or discharging with different power separately in the meantime. As I stated above, Yuka Power not only provides equipment, but have the ability to design complete power solutions for each consumer. We also have several worldwide examples in Italy, South Africa, England, and so on. In Taiwan, we have accomplished 1 megawatts capacity of energy storage in Zhangbing National Gas Power Plant. We help them achieve peak shaving and value filling on power consumption and help them reduce the contract capacity of 2,000 kilowatts. We also have experience in isolated microgrid and several power solutions. Thank you for listening.
Thank you, James. Thank you, James, for your sharing. Yeah, I really love the sharing this afternoon, not only the knowledge from the keynote speakers, but also the new technologies of our enterprise partners. And I believe that most of you will get tons of information and innovation after these 2 hours. And the topic today is all related to the renewable energy and the sustainable economy on the trend. So we hope that after 2 hours of sharing, we will bring the new collaborating opportunities to the bilateral industry of Taiwan and Austria and create together the new blue ocean in the market. So now it's not in the end of the meeting yet. And after the meeting, and we will be the B2B talks on the B2Match platform. And we really look forward to meet the new opportunity for the cooperation between both Taiwan and Austria industry in the future. So don't forget to join the B2Match platform and you will get more information and contact and more details of our enterprise partners. And thank you for participating again in the online meeting. And if you have any questions or if you have more interesting questions about the keynote speakers topics, please just scan the QR code on the screen, and later we will show the QR code on the screen. Just scan the QR code again and send the question to the organizer, and we will reply the question unified. Thank you for your participating again and wish you have a good day. I'll see you. Bye-bye.